Hi everybody, welcome to the channel. Andy Carter here. Thank you very much for clicking on this video, because throughout this video I'm going to be talking you through how to play a par 5. Now, not any par 5, a long par 5. So this is around 565 yards. It is an absolute monster, and straight away I need to be able to figure out what I can achieve on this hole. Can I reach it in regulation? Can I reach it in under regulation? Do I need to go one over regulation? And that's massively important for you to understand how far you hit the ball as to what targets you can set. Now, par 5s do offer us an opportunity to get our third shot, so our regulation shot, quite short, because you can play many par 4s and have a hybrid or a 6-iron or a 5-iron into a green. But a par 5 gives you the opportunity to maybe have a wedge or a 9 or an 8. So there is an opportunity there for you to make a better score than you would on a par 4, but the golf course does always offer up different problems, such as bunkers, water, just the overall length of the hole. We can walk onto this tee and just straight away go bunker, 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 565 yards. This could take me 4 hours to play. Or we could walk on and go, okay, opportunity, driver, hybrid, wedge, 2-putt. I can make par and I can make something up on my handicap. So there's lots of ways that we can approach this, both psychologically and just with our general golfing ability. So it's very important to dissect the hole and figure out where your level is to this hole, because you might have played a hole before it that was much easier and a hole after it which is much easier, so you don't want to really mess up this hole. There's so many circumstances that go on in a 4.5 hour round of golf that we need to be aware of. Take it one shot at a time. But throughout this video, let's see what I can score. First of all, it's important to pick the correct line off the tee. So for instance here, I've got a bunker that's down the middle of the fairway. The fairway kind of veers slightly left, but that bunker is very much in range. I've got these bunkers here on the left-hand side that are actually not in range. I can go over them. Now, if I really want to avoid the bunker that's in range, which I really do, I've got to think of an alternative. So I want to try and play this down the left side of the fairway, and I also don't mind it going into the left rough, and that's key, because it's not always about hitting fairways. For me, it's about hitting grass. If you're on a golf course that's maybe the grass, the rough is treacherous, then it's a different story. But in this instance that I've got today, I just need to avoid that sand. So I'm going to go down the middle of the fairway because I hit a draw, and hopefully I hit a draw. I mean, I could hit a push. I mean, who knows? But I'm going to go down the middle of the fairway because I normally draw the ball. And we're going to go from there. Oh, I've pulled it. I've talked myself out of that bunker. I'm going to blame you guys for that, because I spoke so much about that bunker, I was scared of it. So that is also one thing you've got to be aware of, is you are looking at the problems all the time and think, I don't want to go there, I don't want to go there. We probably need to spend a little bit more time on thinking where we do want to go. But you know what? Now I've hit that tee shot, I need to reassess and reevaluate this hole. For me, this hole, I can hit driver 3-wood to the green. Now I definitely can't, so I need to recalculate, reevaluate, and go again. Okay, so just as I was talking about there, I need to reevaluate. Had I hit a nice tee shot down the fairway, I would have left myself inside of 260 yards, inside of 270 yards, which I can get there with a really good 3-wood. Now, if we rewind this video a little bit, what did I say? It's not always about hitting fairways. For me, it's about hitting grass. I just want to hit it on grass, and what a game that we play. Anyway, so we reevaluate. We've got bunkers down the right, which is 196, bunkers down the left, which is 195-ish, using the old Bushnell there for a bit of help. Wind is into my face, so I've just got a 5-iron. So what I'm going to do with the 5-iron, for me, a full 5-iron goes around about 210 to 215. But I don't want to hit this full. I'm in sand now, so I need to kind of reset myself. I'm going to dig my feet into the ground a little bit more. I'm going to get my weight a little bit more to my left side. I'm not going to hit this full power because I don't want any sort of too much lower body rotation, because I don't want my feet to move around too much. I want a really solid base for this type of shot. I can obviously ground the club because it's not a bunker, and I'm just going to put the club in behind the ball. going to dig my feet in. I'm going to try and give myself a really solid base and really accentuate my posture a little bit more, and just focus now on the rotation of my upper body for quality of strike, okay? So I want to try and knock this down there around about 180 or so, which will leave me around 80 yards into the green, which is that third shot we were talking about, inside of 100. Perfect. Okay, so from there I'm probably inside of 100 yards. My third shot for regulation is a wedge, which anytime you've got that for your regulation shot into a green, we're definitely in the driving seat. Okay, so I feel like the second shot was a success. I just wanted to get the ball back into play, back onto grass, and into a yardage where I could hit the green in regulation. So obviously this video very much depends on how far you hit the golf ball and how you can kind of dissect your way through. Now, as a scratch golfer, I don't get a handicap shot on this, so I do need to get myself on the green in regulation. If you had a handicap shot on this, your regulation is 4 shots and not 3 shots. So it's assessing it in the way that you need to. But again, if you do have a shot on it and you think, actually, you know what, I'm quite a long hitter, I've just got a higher handicap, or this is a low stroke index, so I can use my distance as an advantage to try and kind of make up a shot. So there's so many different scenarios with making these videos that obviously I can't relate it to absolutely everybody, but that's why it's important to kind of keep reassessing your game plan, just like I've had to then. My original game plan was driver, 3-wood, 1-putt, eagle. My new game plan is, because of a hooked, terrible tee shot and a nice kind of recovery with a 5-iron off the sand, I've now got 100 yards into the green. I can't really see the flag, I can just about see the top of it. Obviously here we've got the buggies, GPS buggies, so I can kind of make out where the flag is, providing it's correct, where the flag is in the distance, and it's on the very front edge of the green, so I know I've got plenty of green behind it to work with. So I've got a sand wedge, I've got a gap wedge, which is a 125-yard club into a 100-yard shot, but it's into wind, uphill, and all my space is behind the flag. So I can be a little bit more kind of conscious that I'm not leaving this short, and that's the key. So I've got a gap wedge, I'm going to hit 3/4 to kind of, so it doesn't balloon up into the wind. The harder you hit the wedges, especially the ones into wind, the spin will just take it up, and it'll be very, very difficult for your distance control. So maybe start to think about hitting an extra club and just hitting 3/4, particularly when it's into the wind. Right, let's give this a go. Take dead aim. Come on, let's get a birdie, shall we? It's a bit pushy. I think it's great for distance, but it's a bit of a push. It's frustrating. All right, so it's not a bad shot. I pushed it right. I've got the distance correct. The flag's not as far on the front as I thought it was, so technically I suppose the distance is a bit too long, but hey, it worked out well. Got a chance of a birdie, okay? So again, no matter the situation, I'm always going to mark the ball. I'm always going to clean it because it'll affect how the ball is going to roll, and I'm always going to try and line myself up. Now from this sort of distance, I don't actually line the writing up because I don't want it to get in the way of my distance control, because all I'm really focused on here is distance control. I've got an idea, it looks like it's going to move from left to right. How much it moves from left to right will purely depend on my distance and my speed, so that's what I want to try to make sure I get correct. So I want to make sure that I've got the right speed as it goes down the slope. Looks like it's a little left to right, so not much in this. Good stroke, good speed. That's a bit too much left to right, but it's a regulation par. It's not bad, it's not the end of the world. And within that par, I've hit a really poor shot, which was my tee shot. I've hit a nice recovery shot, I've hit a nice third shot, and 2 nice putts. So I understand that you can hit a bad shot and still make a regulation par. You can hit a couple of bad shots and still make your net par. You just need to keep reassessing the situation after every shot, because it very rarely goes according to plan, let's be honest. If we could plan every hole, we would shoot 18 under par. Maybe even chuck a couple of eagles there and get it to 20 under. So no matter what your plan is, you're probably going to have to reassess, reevaluate, execute the shot that you now need to play not the shot you originally wanted to play. Guys, thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please do hit that subscribe button. Comment below what videos would you like to see from me in the future. And from a very beautiful sunny Dubai today, perfect temperature. Please stay like this and don't get any hotter. See you again very soon, guys.